One of the key areas for the financial industry is upgrading how their branch networks serve customers. There's a few approaches to this. One is to employ technology to help people bank better. And Hyosung believes that changing people and process is essential to adapting to these new consumer demands. And the technology behind it should enable those people and processes to adapt. The overall purpose of the solution is to help move transactions from the teller line to a self-serve device, but doing it in a way that enables the cross-selling and the selling aspect that's available in a branch to continue and reinforce that consumer experience they get when working with the teller. In order to achieve this, we engage several firms to help research consumers, basically through focus groups of folks who actively use a branch, to better understand how the machine should look and feel, how the software should function to reinforce that feeling of I'm competent, I'm safe, and I'm important to the financial institution. But the MX8800 has several features. You'll notice a dual screen. People are comfortable entering data while looking down, and again, that protects anyone from looking over their shoulder. So anything proprietary, PIN numbers, account balances, withdrawal amounts is all done shielded by the body. And in fact, there's also a screen filter, so even if somebody's looking from the side, cannot see what they're doing. But what our studies also showed us is people are more comfortable taking direction looking up, hence we have a upper screen. It's horizontal, and that could be used for marketing, advertising, or lead-through instructions on how to complete a transaction. Some other features of the machine are a cash recycling module for the insertion of cash, for making deposits and withdrawal of cash. There is also a check acceptance module that can accept both cash and check. One transaction, very similar to what you would hand a teller, they can do now through the device. And all of this, again, happens right in the front of the customer, so shielded by their body for security. One of the capabilities that the MX8800 solution brings is the ability to change the people and processes they work in the branch to increase productivity, to engage customers more in a more complete manner than just transaction completion. Smaller branches can be opened with less people. A different type of employee can be there, more empowered to not only complete teller transactions, but also cross-sell and build customer relationships. The idea being is that a customer will initiate their transaction, and if they need help, they can be helped. But we have the ability to identify that customer as they start the transaction, and therefore the universal banker or member services in the credit union industry, a representative, we can come up there and engage that customer not in a heads down fashion that the typical teller has to do while counting cash, but in a heads up building relationship fashion. One of the things that sets Hyosung apart from other manufacturers is our vertical integration. As a $14 billion company, we do not outsource the production of any of what we call the unique financial parts of our ATMs, MX8800s, or teller cash recyclers. The cash handling mechanisms, the check handling mechanisms, we produce those in Hyosung companies. That allows for a great deal more testing and meeting of requirements, and the industry tells us that there are far fewer service calls on Hyosung machines. Also, we try to use common componentry between different devices so that partners like Smith Hamilton and other service providers can be trained on one device but service several more.